Let's be straight. Parent residency programs, whether you call it family reunification, parent migration, whatever, are supposed to bring families together. But the way governments run them is massively important. Two systems dominate the debate: the queue system and the ballot system. One's predictable, the other's a total gamble. Today, we break it down in plain English. Queue means first come, first served. You apply, you get in line, you're processed in order, and you can see where you stand. It's transparent, and you can actually plan your life around it. Ballot means random draw. You throw your name in, maybe you get picked, maybe you don't. There's no timeline, no guarantee, and no way to know when, if ever, you'll actually get through. If you want certainty and fairness for families, the queue wins, hands down. Here's why. Think of the queue like a numbered line at the deli. You take a ticket, you wait your turn, and eventually you get served. You know your place, you see the progress, and you can make decisions based on that. If you're number 500 in line, and they process 100 a year, you know you've got a 5-year wait. It's not fun, but at least you know where you stand. The ballot? That's the lottery. You put in your application, and you might get picked next week, next year, or never. There's no visible movement, and there's no feedback. All you get is stress and uncertainty. You could do everything right, meet every requirement, pay every fee, submit every document, and still end up sitting in limbo for years. That's not fair, and it's not smart. Here's the blunt truth. The queue is predictable, transparent, and accountable. You know your place and what's next. It treats like cases alike. First in, first out. Families can organize housing, finances, and care because the timing isn't a mystery. You can plan for the future. The ballot system, on the other hand, injects chaos into a process that should be about stability and compassion. It's random and uncertain. Equal chance isn't the same as fair process. Sure, everyone gets a ticket in the draw, but that doesn't mean everyone gets a fair shot at reuniting with loved ones. It means some families wait years with nothing to show for it except repeated stress and mounting costs. Now let's talk about the human reality. These aren't just numbers on a spreadsheet. These are parents, often older, sometimes fragile, waiting to see their children, help with grandkids, and live out their final years with family. Certainty matters. Every extra year of maybe next time is a risk. Health changes, travel barriers pop up, and the stress just keeps piling on. A queue reduces that uncertainty and treats families like humans, not ticket numbers. Certainty protects aging parents. That's the bottom line. Families shouldn't have to gamble on something so basic. The queue respects people's time and keeps the process honest. So, what's wrong with the ballot? Let's get blunt. A lottery is not a policy. With the ballot system, you can do everything right and still sit in limbo for years. It's not fair and it's not smart. There's no timeline certainty. You have to keep reapplying and paying fees over and over. Arbitrary outcomes rule the day. One person gets lucky, another just keeps losing. Here's the part people whisper but won't say on camera. Stop the ballot system. The ballot system is a money-making machine for the government. Families re-enter, re-wait, repay. Every new draw means another round of application fees. Spin the wheel again. It's churn. It's not service. It's a cash register. If your intake relies on randomness and repeat fees, that's not helping families. That's just revenue for the government. It's a cynical way to turn people's hopes into a business model. And it's wrong. Let's bust the myth that randomness is fair. Some claim randomness is equal. It's not. It's arbitrary. Equal chance isn't the same as a fair process. Fair means clear rules, visible movement, and consistent treatment. That's a queue. Random draws create repeated losers with no feedback and no timeline. That kills trust in the system. When families can't see progress or understand the rules, they lose faith and stop believing the process is worth it. A rule-based queue builds trust because it's open and explainable. So what's the better fix? Keep the annual cap if you need to control numbers. Run one transparent queue. Publish wait time estimates. Add a compassionate priority for serious health or age cases so the most vulnerable get help fastest. Families can plan, the system stays controlled. Decisions are explainable, and the process is humane. Here's the checklist for a functional parent residency system. 1Q public metrics. Annual cap stays for intake control. Compassionate priority for urgent cases. Everyone knows where they stand. No repeated fees for the same application. Make family reunification a process, not a raffle. It's common sense. People don't want to gamble when it comes to their parents' futures. They want a fair shot, a clear process, and the ability to plan. If you agree, it's time to stop the ballot system. Ballot system is money-making for the government. Bring back a transparent queue that treats families fairly. Hit like, subscribe, and share. Drop a comment. Stop the ballot. You're watching Boundless Byte Studio. We cut through the spin and fight for common sense. The queue is about dignity, predictability, and fairness. The ballot is about chance, churn, and cash flow. The choice is obvious. Families deserve better. It's time to bring back the queue, end the lottery, and restore sanity to parent residency. Let's make reunification a process for people, not a profit for bureaucracy. Like, subscribe, and comment. Stop the ballot. This is Boundless Byte Studio, where we say what needs saying and push for real change.